As construction begins to wind down around the worlds of Epic Universe, we're starting to see team members on the ground without hard hats for the first time, including chefs, musicians, and more. Plus, signs are popping up around Celestial Park, new nighttime lighting effects, and all 5 quotes have been installed onto the portals. Let's check in on all that, as well as progress in all areas of Epic Universe in today's news update. Inscriptions have been added to the front of all 5 portals for Epic Universe. These brief quotes can be found above the entrances to each of the 5 worlds of the park. As we can see from this nighttime photo of the portal entry into the Wizarding World, these words actually glow at night. For this one, the phrase is a quote from Dumbledore, "For in dreams we make a world that is entirely our own." The portal fronts also include decoration around the ring, which on the Wizarding World portal includes different wands. The portal into Super Nintendo World features character faces on the sides, and the words "Here we go" as the quote. The How to Train Your Dragon portal features the quote, "We, my friends, have dragons," but the decoration on the sides of this portal has not yet been installed. Dark Universe features the iconic phrase, "It's alive, it's alive." The 5th portal is actually the park's main entrance, which acts as the entry into Celestial Park, the name for the world within the center of Epic Universe. While wrapped in plastic, we can see that this main portal features the phrase, "Beyond this gate, find gardens green, and epic worlds to fill your dreams." Compare this final version of the inscription to what was originally seen on the entry portal within the scale model found at the Epic Universe Preview Center. The phrase seen in the model is much longer. It seems that the final version only kept the last 2 sections. Checking in on progress around each of the worlds of the park, and starting in Dark Universe, the world filled with the Universal monsters, we can see the first team members inside of Epic Universe without wearing safety hard hats. These team members are meeting in the graveyard-themed entry area where guests will walk through first after entering the portal. A directional sign can be seen within the middle of this entry area. Deeper into the world, we can see several large groups of people, some taking tours, others having meetings, and some even practicing playing music. Temporary signage can be seen here for Doss Steakhouse, along with a reminder sign showing team members what is not allowed while inside of the area. Several violin players can be found within this area, themed as the Village of Darkmoor, the fictional location where Dark Universe is set. Universal has announced a traveling musician for this area, which will regale us with tales in song form, seen in official concept art playing a violin near the central fountain. We can see at least 3 of these musicians in this one photo alone. Perhaps they are practicing or testing acoustics in different areas of the street. Looking to the area's main attraction, a ride named Monsters Unchained: The Frankenstein Experiment, we can spot the standby and express entrance signs in front of the Frankenstein Manor facade. What appear to be embedded lights are located along the queue path on the bridge. The manor entrance features 2 queues leading toward it, with standby on the left and the express pass queue on the right. Greg Hall, creative director for Universal Orlando, has said that the realistic animatronics for this indoor ride utilize motion capture performances to make their movements feel more real and natural. The other attraction for Dark Universe is a spinning roller coaster named Curse of the Werewolf. The roller coaster attraction is still receiving new safety net framing along much of the outdoor track. The coaster reach envelope tester can be spotted on the ground below. BioReconstruct was able to get aerial testing footage at night of the Burning Blade Tavern windmill testing its fire effects. Here we can see this windmill structure ignite into flames, and what it looks like when it burns out. The windmill blades seem to burn for a few minutes at a time, and Universal says that this windmill will erupt into flames several times an hour. Moving now to Super Nintendo World, where all of the power-ups and icons above the several warp pipes on top of the portal have been installed, including the coin, Super Mushroom, Fire Flower, and Super Star. Inside of the world, all of the towers of Peach's castle have now received their pink color. The nearby gazebo also has a pink roof. This is where the Peach character will host her meet and greets. Superstar icons are located along the railings running down the main staircase in front of the castle. Across the way, themed barrels are sitting in the doorway for the Mario Motors gift shop. This shop acts as the exit for the Mario Kart ride. The nighttime lighting for Bowser's Fortress can be seen here, with his face glowing red. This acts as the entrance to the Mario Kart ride. On the lower level, located to the right of 1UP Factory, the largest retail location of Super Nintendo World, we can spot one of the world's exits. This exit leads to a path that takes guests back to Celestial Park. Work is happening at the main sign for Yoshi's Adventure, with the return of the egg-shaped O letter. Something can be spotted wrapped in plastic underneath the Yoshi ride. Permits show this area as housing Coke freestyle machines. The character stage in the center of the lower level courtyard is nearly complete. This is where characters like Mario and Luigi will have their meet and greets. A couple of the dishes that are currently available at Toadstool Cafe in Universal Studios Hollywood were recently confirmed to be coming to Epic Universe, including the Fire Flower Spaghetti and Meatballs and Piranha Plant Caprese. Looking to the Donkey Kong Country area, located behind the Super Mario Land area, the waterfall at the top of the Golden Temple has been running in recent weeks. This real waterfall is made up of two separate sections, but will appear continuous when viewed from the ground. The waterfall ends in a small stream that flows underneath the ride's exit path and towards a water feature on the Minecart Madness ride. A smaller waterfall can now be seen running behind this section of the ride, in addition to the mist effect that was turned on last month. Here is what it looks like when a minecart skates across the water in this scene, with a splash effect helping to make it look more realistic. The sign for the Bubbly Barrel snack and drink stand has been installed. A barrel with balloons above it has been added in front of this kiosk. The Donkey Kong treehouse looks to be complete, located next to this snack kiosk. Universal has finally confirmed that Donkey Kong will be meeting at Epic Universe's version of Super Nintendo World. The character has even been added to the official website since our last update. Heading into the wizarding world of Harry Potter Ministry of Magic, the streets of Paris are starting to receive additional items that you'd find around any theme park land, like trash cans on multiple corners and benches like these seen here. Posters have been applied to the advertising column. There are now several of these Parisian columns in the land, including one near the exit to the stage show by the tent. Lights have been on around the land, as seen in this aerial footage. We can see the warm lighting around the shop windows, the string lights on the circus tent entry into the stage show, and the Quidditch sign is lit up at the back of the area. This Quidditch sign is actually animated, as we can now see in this nighttime footage. The sign for the show has been installed at the front of its entrance, which is themed as a circus tent. This show is named Les Cirques Arcanu, and it will feature Fantastic Beasts puppets and live actors. A new structure is taking shape at the dead end on the right side of the world. This is modeled after the entry to the French Ministry of Magic, as seen in the second Fantastic Beasts film. Here is a look at this area in official concept art, showing the structure as a possible photo op for visitors. Umbrellas have been added to the butterbeer cart on the other side of the world, but are still wrapped up. Pipes leading below the ground are visible beneath the butterbeer cart. Team member meetings appear to be taking place within this area of the Wizarding World, and just like in Dark Universe, team members are not required to wear hard hats anymore. It appears that members of the culinary team are on site in these images. At the end of this street is the entrance to the main attraction for the Wizarding World at Epic Universe, an indoor ride named Harry Potter and the Battle at the Ministry. The Metroflu sign has been installed above the ride entrance, which is like a Wizarding World mass transit system. Here, guests will use magical fireplaces to get from Paris to London, where the ride takes place. To the right of the ride entrance, the test seats for this elevator-themed dark ride are partially uncovered. Here is a look at the actual ride vehicle, as seen in this official photo from the ride. Moving now to How to Train Your Dragon Isle of Berk, where ride testing has been continuous, leading to the possible team member previews in the coming weeks. The roller coaster attraction, named Hiccup's Wing Gliders, can be seen traversing the land, dipping under the water level of the lagoon, and swinging around the other ride that is testing, a spinner ride named Dragon Racers Rally. In this photo, we can see the coaster train heading out onto the first of the ride's 2 launches. The show scene that precedes it contains an animated Hiccup and Toothless figure, and we can even spot Toothless in this photo. At night, we can see how the fog where the coaster passes below the waterline will be illuminated. The lighting around the paths of the land is designed to appear as torches, creating a warm glow around the Isle of Berk. These lanterns at the edge of this bridge near the front of the world are receiving dragon-shaped decorations. Coca-Cola Freestyle machines have arrived to the Grog and Gruel snack stand. This matches permit images that we had previously seen for this area. Skin has been added around one of the new dragon tails seen sticking out of the dragon houses on this hillside. This dragon tail was seen with mechanics inside, so we can expect it to have a swaying motion. Short walls with pointy teeth designs on the top have been added to help block the view of roof equipment above this retail location. The menu board is up in front of the Mead Hall dining location, and a Gothi figure is now visible in front of her hut, located at the very top of the mountain above Mead Hall, which is the highest point on the Isle of Berk. Now, it's only visible if you have a really good zoom lens or some binoculars on hand. The fountain in the middle of the village plaza has come together quickly. Hoses are installed to pour water down the sides. Behind the fountain in this photo, a worker can be seen wearing a Viking hat, a hat that seems to look a lot like the hat shown in official concept art that will be available for purchase within the Isle of Berk. The safety warning sign and wait time sign have been added for the interactive boat ride named Fire Drill. Hookups are installed around this small overlook above the boat ride, which may be for some sort of interactive sprayers to target people on the boats as they pass by. Small signs can be seen installed along the railing. A section of the ice wall from the quick service dining location across the path has been removed and is being staged here while work is ongoing for the ice dragon to be installed in this area. The seating area for this dining location, named Spitfire Grill, is still being constructed. A directional sign near the back of the world shows the untrainable dragon in one direction and Mead Hall and the exit in another. More sheep have been added back here on the path leading to the live stage show. These sheep, though, do not have their skin. These workers can be seen meeting at the entrance to the live stage show. Checking in around Celestial Park, the central area of Epic Universe, a lot of final touches are being added to the many restaurants and shops throughout this area. New half-circle pizza-themed decorations have been installed along the towers and roofline for Pizza Moon. New landscaping designs have appeared around Pizza Moon, including this circular design outside of the seating area to the right of the restaurant. The band shell is up over a small outdoor stage located near the large fountain at the back of the theme park. Multiple signs have been installed at the several food service kiosks in this section of the park, including the tiki-themed sign for Cella's Tiki, an outdoor bar. Next to the bar, the dessert window location has received its sign, officially named Frosty Moon. New Coca-Cola Freestyle machines can be seen installed along the side of Frosty Moon. And a logo for Starbucks has been installed atop this small Starbucks location. Universal Orlando has actually announced that this small Starbucks within Celestial Park is operating now, just for team members working at Epic Universe. The company shared a photo of Starbucks employees at this location along with the announcement. The Oaken Star Tavern Starlights appear to be testing above its entrance, and the tree inside of a fountain located in front of this restaurant is being replaced. The Zenith Bar sign has been installed atop this other outdoor bar location on the opposite side of the fountain as Cella's Tiki. The sign is up at a pair of small single-stall restrooms located near the center of the park. Landscaping continues on the new berm near Constellation Carousel. Landscaping work can also be seen at this smaller berm located on the other side of the splash pad closer to the carousel. Staging for a covering over the entrance to Constellation Carousel can be seen here, with 4 poles already installed to support this new round roof piece. Texture work is happening on the ground beneath the silver spheres that were recently installed in front of Stardust Racers, the park's massive dual-track racing coaster. The attraction marquee for Stardust Racers has been covered up by a white tent while undergoing work. BioReconstruct was able to get new footage of the coaster testing at night just this week, and it appears to have been testing a new lighting package. The trains seem to have a sparkly lighting effect at the top hat and other tall portions, and then turn red when cresting down a hill. The comet icon at the front, as well as the new spheres on the ground and the protective wall between the tracks, are illuminated in this nighttime footage as well. In this photo of Stardust Racers testing, taken by Jacob from Cary, we can see the long-rumored flux capacitor on the back of the train. This is an Easter egg from the ride designers, but it had been covered up on the trains until now. Counters are visible at the fronts of several information kiosks located throughout the park. These are expected to act as mini guest service locations. Scaffolding has come down around the Phase 2 dining building, revealing an increasingly completed front. Connections have been installed in the ground, which may be for a large dragon statue in front of the Blue Dragon Pan-Asian restaurant, located near the back of the park. Here is how this dragon figure appears in official concept art. New nighttime lighting has been testing on the bridges and in the ground in front of the Universal Helios Grand Hotel at the back of the park. Here is a closer look at some of the color-changing lights that are embedded in a walkway between the fountain and the hotel. Gold has been added on the ring around the head of the large Helios statue at the back of Epic Universe. As we wrap up today's update, there are several new electric buses lined up at the new bus depot near Epic Universe. While the bus depot itself is not yet completed, some chargers have been set up to help charge the new bus fleet. These new buses have already begun taking guests staying at the now open Stella Nova Resort to and from the existing theme parks of Universal Orlando. The bus-only lanes down the center of the newly extended Kirkman Road are open now, but regular car travel lanes are not yet ready until work on the traffic circle at the end of Kirkman Road is complete. We can see the Helios Grand Hotel sign installed along Kirkman Road, as well as the new Terra Luna Resort animated sign located near the traffic circle ramp. Helios opens on May 22nd, the same day as Epic Universe, while Terra Luna will be opening on March 25th. The completed Kirkman Road is expected to be open to all traffic by that time. And finally, a new commercial for the Universal Orlando Resort has debuted. This ad specifically highlights Epic Universe and the resort's now 4 parks. That's going to wrap it up for this update, but a huge thank you to BioReconstruct for the amazing aerial photographs. You can follow him on social media for more theme park photos. Be sure to leave a like on this video and comment if you're enjoying our coverage of the new park. And make sure you're subscribed to never miss an update. For even more information, as well as behind-the-scenes posts, your name in the credits, and more, consider joining our Patreon to support what we do. Patreon.com/themeparkstop. Thanks for watching. See you next time.